So I'm at AT&T Stadium and we're tasting through some Napa Valley wines today. And I'm here with Tracy Smith from Somnium, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the wine she's pouring, as well as some background information about Somnium. Hi Tracy, thanks so much for meeting with me today.
Thank you for having me. This is a wonderful place to be.
It is, for sure. For those who aren't familiar with Somnium, can you tell us a little bit about Somnium and where you're located and the types of wines that you're offering?
Yeah, absolutely. So Somnium means dream in Latin, and our owner is Danica Patrick, former race car driver and entrepreneur. So she really wanted the wine label to represent something that she believes in, which was always following her passion and dreams. So after visiting the Napa Valley in 2006, she bought a property up on Hell Mountain, actually just 100 feet under the AVA line. And we planted the vineyard in 2011. So we are still relatively young when it comes to Napa. Wineries located in the valley, but everything that we produce is estate off the property. So today we have our 2016 estate Cabernet and then our 2019 Napa blend, which does include some Petit Verdot and Cab Franc that we planted in 2014. We make only about 1,000 cases, so we are a small production, but we like to get out of Napa and come visit different areas such as Dallas.
So if people are interested in tasting the wines, what's the best way for them to go about doing that?
So we actually just opened a brand new tasting spot in Calistoga. So it's a private tasting lounge, which we can taste our whole portfolio by appointment, or we just started about 2 months ago doing an estate vertical tasting. So 2015, 16, 17, and 18, which is very exciting so that you can kind of see how our wines have transformed as the vineyard has continued to grow into maturity and really produce the quality of grapes that we want and how that's changed throughout the years.
Could you tell us where the estate vineyard is located?
Yeah, so I think most of you guys are pretty familiar with Vineyard property. So we are on Deer Park Road, right at that hairpin turn above them. So we have 22 acres, but only 6 are planted. So a very small vineyard.
I understand that there may be some AVA news coming up. Are you going to be part of an AVA potentially?
There is. We are very excited. We, along with a handful of other vintners, petitioned to have our section of Napa Valley turned into an AVA, Crystal Springs AVA, and that is because there's about 12 of us that sit above St. Helena and below Hell Mountain. And so rather than having Napa Valley on the label, we can really drive down to where that designate is, because we all the wineries up there are estate, and that's Bremer, Burgess, Vineyard, Somnium, and a few others.
Okay, great. And certainly you have a very popular and successful winemaker. Could you tell us a little bit about your winemaker?
Yeah, Julian Fayard. Julian and Danica actually met a couple years ago in Napa and became fast friends. So Julian has been producing our wines for the last couple of years. We make it down at his facility in Napa, and he works with Pina Vineyard Management to make sure that our vineyard is producing the best high quality fruit off the estate possible.
Could you tell us a little bit about the 2021 vintage? When will your 2021 wines come out, and what did those look like in terms of the Cabernet-based wines?
So we're really excited about the 2021 vintage. Actually, I think everyone in Napa is after the 2020 fires to have such an exceptional growing season across the valley. But for us, we are extremely excited because we produced our first ever 2021 Cabernet Franc. 100% Cab Franc from the estate, just 97 cases. So this is something that Danica has been wanting to produce for a number of years, but as we all know, it can be a very finicky grape. So we wanted to make sure when we did produce it, it was during an exceptional year that was really going to show those characteristics that Cab Franc can offer. So that actually we just released to our club and will be released to the general public next month.
Great. And then you'll have the estate Cabernet as well?
Yeah, we'll have the 2021 estate Cabernet, our Napa Cab, and then we do make a Sauvignon Blanc from the McGaw Vineyard in Rutherford, as we do not have that planted on our property.
Okay, great. And I've been reading a lot about the 2023 vintage and how cool it was and how late the harvest was this year. Could you tell us a little bit about your experience with harvest this year?
Yeah, I think cold and late are 2 words, so you can definitely describe the 2023 harvest. I think for us up on the mountain, and probably a lot of people, we got a lot of rain, of course, some very unusual snow early in February, but I think with the cooler summer for us, having the longer hang times on the vines really allowed the tannin structure and the color to develop on the vines. and let just natural hang times kind of sit there instead of rushing to pick harvest. We were able to do it kind of on the vine's time rather than ours. So we're pretty excited about the 2023, regardless of the late harvest.
Great. Well, I'm very excited to try the wines, and thanks so much for talking with me today.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing everyone in Napa very soon.